Good morning, children. It's Grandma Carla, and today I'm going to read With Sails to the Wind, our little Bible story book, and this one is Sailing with Fisherman Friends, and it comes from John 21, 1 through 14, Sailing with Fisherman Friends. Jesus' disciples were very quiet as they walked from Jerusalem back toward their home in Galilee. They were thinking of all that had happened in the past days. They had come to Jerusalem with Jesus. They were going home without him. He had been crucified in Jerusalem and had been buried. But he had risen from the tomb and showed himself to many of his friends. It seemed strange now to return to Galilee without him. For 3 years, these friends had gone everywhere with him. They had watched him heal the sick and help the blind see. They had seen him quiet the storm and walk upon the water of their sea. Now they were alone. "I'm going fishing," said Simon Peter. "We will go with you," said the disciples, who were fishermen. Peter and his fishermen friends had fished on the Sea of Galilee before they followed Jesus. Now that Jesus was gone, they would fish there again. Soon the fishing boat and the net were ready, so the fishermen friends set sail on the sea. The sun was setting as they began to throw the fishing nets into the water. How beautiful everything was, so different from the noise and the danger they had found in Jerusalem. At last the colors of the sunset faded in the west, and the stars began to twinkle. Again and again the fishermen threw out their net, hoping to catch some fish in it. Again and again they pulled it in empty. All night long the fishermen worked. At last the first soft light of early morning appeared over the eastern hills. But still the fishermen friends had caught nothing. They felt very tired and discouraged. "Let's try once more," one of the fishermen said. "If the net is empty, we'll go home." This seemed a good idea to the others. The sun was now rising, sending a long orange and red path across the sea. Here's the picture of the fishermen, all of Jesus' disciples here, walking home without him. And here's a picture of the boat and all the fishermen throwing the net out time after time, all night long, and not getting anything. The fishermen picked up the great net to throw it, and suddenly they heard a voice calling from the nearby shore. "Have you caught any fish?" the man on the shore called to them. "Not a one," the fishermen cried. "We've worked all night and haven't caught one fish." "Throw your net on the right side of the boat," the man called back. "There are fish over there." How could a man on the shore know there were fish on the right side of the boat? It seemed foolish to try, but the fishermen were too tired and discouraged to argue. So why not throw the net once more on the right side of the boat? The great net splashed into the water. As soon as it hit, the fishermen shouted with excitement, "Fish! The water is filled with them!" The fishermen rushed to the nets, hauling and tugging with all of their might. Before long, the great net was tied safely behind the boat, filled with fish. "Look at all those fish," someone said. Then the fishermen remembered the man standing on the shore. All eyes turned in amazement toward him. Who was this man? How did he know about the fish? And suddenly John realized who it was. "Peter," he said, "that's Jesus." Peter quickly put on his cloak and jumped into the shallow water along the shore, rushing to meet Jesus. The other fishermen brought their boat and all of the fish to shore. "Bring some of the fish you caught," Jesus told his friends. Then they noticed a charcoal fire with bread and fish cooking on it. Before long, the fishermen friends were eating breakfast with Jesus. As they ate breakfast together, the fishermen must have thought often of the great net filling with fish as it splashed over the right side of the boat. It was a miracle. Only Jesus could have done that. They were glad now that they had gone fishing and they had done it the way Jesus said they should. So here's a picture of them catching all of the fish. And there they are, coming on shore to have breakfast with Jesus. What a way to end a fishing trip, breakfast with Jesus. Now, here's our questions. Why do you think the disciples went fishing? Why is it important to do things Jesus' way? Why not do everything your own way? How might this story be different if the fishermen had not thrown the net on the right side of the boat, as Jesus said? All right, everybody, answer your questions. This is Grandma Carla, and next time we will read about an Indian war parties and a fire-breathing dragon. Have a good day.